All right, first day of school with students, and I know I'm gonna be exhausted when I get home. I'm always so drained the first day. My son is a big dork. So last night I put this together. I'm gonna put it in the crock pot, and I'm gonna set it on 10 hours, because that's about how long it'll be before we're ready to have supper. And what I have in here right now, I'm gonna add to at lunch, but for now I have got a quart of my home canned tomato sauce. I've got half of an onion. I've got a whole clove of garlic. Both of those are chopped up finely. I've got 2 pounds of beef stew meat, and right now I have about 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds of carrots that I peeled and cut up, chunked real big. Got those from Imperfect Foods, and I'll season it and everything when I come home at lunch, but for now the hard stuff, the stuff that takes the longest to cook, I'm putting in here, and then I'll add to it when I get back.
Cheese is going bad.
Okay, so it's time for me to add the few little things that I need to add in order to make this stew even better. I've added about 1 pound of potatoes, and I didn't say this earlier, but I want y'all to know that I put most of this together last night before I went to bed, so that I didn't have to do anything today. But not really do anything today. I put the hard stuff together. The meat, the tomato sauce, the carrots, the onions, the garlic, all of that. You can use garlic powder. You can use onion powder if you want to make it even more simple for yourself. I'm actually using some things out of my garden now because I just want to make kind of like a harvest stew. The temperature dropped last night, and today's a perfect day for stew. It's cloudy, it's cooler, it's awesome. So about 1 pound of potatoes, 2 beef bouillon cubes. I'm adding a whole can of peas. I'm also adding a can of my home canned green beans. And a home can of corn. I feel like I'm sacrificing my corn, y'all, because I didn't get as much as I wanted this year. And then I have one other secret ingredient that I'm gonna add, and that is 1/2 cup of ketchup. Yes, 1/2 cup of ketchup. And I'll be back in just a minute and stir it all up so you can see what it looks like. All right, looks a little mushy right now, but it's gonna get nice. Well, actually it looks soupy. It's gonna get nice and thick as it cooks for the next 6 hours. And you can please put all this together in the morning before you go, or put it all together the night before and throw it in the crock pot and let it cook all day. You can even wait until you get home to put the green beans in it and just let them get warm, especially since they're basically already cooked. I was just throwing them in there so you could see it. I did add a teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. Those flavors are subjective. It's totally up to you. This is gonna thicken up, and by the time we get ready to eat, it's gonna be nice and thick and warm, and it'll be so good to go with, I think, some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or some grilled cheese sandwiches. So, hopefully, I will see you soon. I know I'm gonna crash when I get home because first day with kids is a wild ride, and I love it. So, see y'all soon. Okay, y'all, moment of truth. Check this out. Look at that beautiful, yummy looking stew. I did turn it up on high for a couple hours when I got home because I wanted it to get just a little bit thicker. I will say one thing that I do that I haven't mentioned yet is I will take my leftover vegetables from suppers, like if there's corn that people didn't eat, and I take, and peas, carrots, whatever's left over, I will take it and store it in a Ziploc bag in the freezer. And a lot of times I just throw that in my stew, and I don't worry about opening cans and stuff. But I really wanted to use some of the vegetables that I grew in this stew. So that's what I did. And actually the potatoes and carrots came from Imperfect Foods, and I really like using that program because it just makes me feel good that I'm saving food from being thrown out. So here we go. Homemade vegetable beef stew, cooked in the crock pot all day and ready for supper. So I didn't have to come home after the first day of school and try to cook a meal as well. I actually was able to just lay down and take a nap. So, I really hope y'all try this recipe. It's really, really yummy, especially on a day like today when the temperature has changed and it's gotten really cool. And if you try it, let me know. I hope you enjoy it, and y'all take care.